The Fortuner is essentially the same vehicle as the HiLux, but with a shorter wheelbase, wagon body, and coil springs instead of leaves. The electronic and 4WD systems are the same, and although calibrated differently due to the different vehicle characteristics, work the same way from the driver's perspective. The Fortuner is a part-time 4WD vehicle, which means you have to run it in 2WD on the road, only using 4WD on loose traction surfaces like dirt, sand, and mud. The Fortuner also has a variety of electronic driving aids, which are Vehicle Stability Control, better known as ESC or Electronic Stability Control. That's fully explained here. Downhill Assist Control, otherwise known as hill descent control. That's a system which permits very slow speed, steep hill descents by braking individual wheels. Operates under 30 km per hour, and only in 4WD high or low range, and with the rear differential lock disabled. The Fortuner GX model does not have DAC, and only automatic HiLuxes have it. Trailer Stability Control. A subset of VSC, detects and corrects/prevents trailer sway by braking individual front wheels. Very much worth it. Traction Control, engine. Cuts the engine power to prevent wheel spin. Otherwise known as engine traction control, more on that here. Active Traction Control. Detects wheel spin, brakes individual wheels so the car can move forwards. Rear cross-axle differential lock, disables all electronics when it is activated, and can only be used in low range. In 2WD mode, the Fortuner has all its electronic aids active. Only use 2WD on high traction surfaces, including wet bitumen. In 4WD high mode all aids are active, although VSC appears to be detuned to permit more slip to the point where it doesn't really interfere with most off-road situations. In low range TRC is disabled, and VSC is entirely disabled. A long press, 3 seconds, of the VSC button when in low range will disable ATRC as well. A long press has no effect if not in low range. For normal on-road driving you must have the Fortuner in 2WD. You can disable VSC and TRC at low speeds only with a single VSC button press, but they re-enable above about 50 km per hour. There's really no point disabling them as they step in if you have done something very wrong. They come in very progressively and the electronics are a wonderful safety net. On dirt roads the Fortuner, like any part-time 4WD, is best run in 4WD high for traction, stability, less tire wear and less damage to the road. There is no fuel consumption penalty noticeable without resorting to lav equipment. VSC, TRC, and ATRC remain enabled, but again if they kick in, it's because they need to, so you should just leave them enabled. Off-road in slow-going terrain like rocks and ruts just slot it into low range. VSC will disable, as will TRC, and ATRC will remain active. Do not disable ATRC by pressing the Vehicle Stability Control button, it is your friend. For terrain where you can move faster and use high range, like sand, and perhaps snow, then most of the time simply selecting high range 4WD is all you want. This gives you 4WD, ATRC, and to some small degree of VSC and TRC. If the situation looks like you need unrestricted power in high range with no computer control, as would often be the case in sand, then disable Vehicle Stability Control and TRC with a long press of the Vehicle Stability Control button, but be aware you've now lost ATRC, which will help in situations such as climbing straight up a rutted sand dune. A short press only disables TRC and then only below 50 km per hour. And don't forget, what human brain OS always better. Good luck.